Welcome to Life After Divorce, Honest Conversation for Women podcast. I'm Fiona May. This podcast is for women navigating separation, divorce, or the rebuilding that comes after, especially if you're feeling uncertain, emotionally tied, or questioning who you are now. Divorce changes more than a relationship. It can change your confidence, your identity, and your sense of what the future holds, even when the direction was the right one. Here, we have honest, grounded conversations about what life after divorce really looks like, emotionally, practically, and personally. Some episodes are conversational between myself and my co-host, Sandra Lee. Others include inspiring women and trusted experts who understand this chapter of life deeply. This space isn't about fixing you because you're not broken. It's about support, clarity, and reminding you that you're not alone as you move forward. I'm so glad you're here. Let's jump in and start with today's episode. There's an invisible grief after separation and divorce that no one actually acknowledges.
We've got some great slides and strategies, ladies, ahead, and we'd love to be able to share them with you. Divorce can feel like a death, and it is something that absolutely rocks us and takes us to our knees. But there's no grave to visit or no ritual to mark the years that you were together.
Life doesn't often follow the script. Life doesn't always pan out the way that we actually expected it to. There is a silent, crushing weight when your marriage fails. It affects your children, your career, your health, and your finances. There's a loss where you mourn the future that you thought that you were going to have. The loss is very real and emotional for you, but it just feels like it's invisible to the world and nobody around you sees your suffering. There's no funeral, there's no ceremony, there's no sympathy cards, no casseroles. Society offers no framework for grieving what never physically existed. Without processing your pain, the grief will turn inwards, ladies. It will quietly accumulate and it will take its toll. And you will have nowhere to go if you don't process that pain.
Grieving the woman that you used to be is a big one. The person that was in a relationship that had couple friends that did couple things, and losing a version of yourself is one of the most disorienting experiences a person can endure. It isn't weakness. It is the profound normal response to a major life change and a major life loss. Identity grief. You may feel a sense of no longer recognizing yourself and have no idea of how you are actually supposed to even move forward and what that could even look like. Maybe you're still navigating all the financial settlement, maybe where to live, maybe you've gone past that and you're on the other side and you're looking at where you're going to be rebuilding your new network or friendship group. The trauma of the gap. You may feel unraveled whilst everyone around you expects you to stay positive and appear fine. And that's what you keep telling everyone, that you are fine. But deep down, you're not. You're hurting and you're grieving.
Going through a separation and a divorce, in our experience after coaching thousands of women in Women on Transition, we know that grief can be harder than death. There's no scaffolding or safety net. There's no bereavement leave, no sympathy cards, no defined endpoint. You're expected to simply carry on without any formal acknowledgement of your loss. There's an internal battle that this creates. You legitimize and minimize your own pain, and you say to yourself things like, others have it worse, or I should be over this by now. And you put that pressure on yourself to heal, which actually deepens the wound rather than healing it. See, ladies, your body feels your pain. Your nervous system responds with the same intensity as traditional grief. Fatigue, anxiety, and genuine emotional exhaustion that cannot be reasoned away. Your body is grieving. You are grieving. And yet, in society, when you go through a separation and divorce, there is no platform for you to be acknowledged and for your pain to be recognized.
So this is about us moving through it, not around it. Healing does not mean pretending the loss never happened or diminishing it. It means honoring it and choosing gently to build something new. So we start with validating our reality, recognizing the pain is legitimate. It's the first act of courage and the first step to dismantle shame. Be vulnerable. Share how you actually are feeling to your trusted inner circle and even to yourself. Be real and accept the absence. Honor what was lost and make space for what comes next. Healing beyond the pain and heartbreak is the peaceful way to move forward. And how to heal, you might say, well, it's one step at a time. It does not happen overnight. You can't unpack a relationship that's been potentially even decades long over something that could even be unpacked and heal over just a matter of hours or weeks. It doesn't work like that. But there are proven methods to do it, and there are steps you can and paths you can take to heal. Understand and grow your mind is a big one. Processing your feelings, learn to regulate your emotions, and create a step-by-step plan for your new life. Get excited about the future and actually think of a future, maybe for the first time in a long time.
So we know, ladies, when you go through a separation or divorce, you do grieve. You do feel that pain. And we know that it can absolutely be debilitating. We also know that you can heal. And taking control of your mind and gaining new tools and skills is what has allowed thousands of ladies that we have worked with to find a new life and to have a sense of freedom and peace that they never thought they would have. Click the link below, check out our website, and find how we have helped other ladies, and we would love to support you as well.
We guarantee that the strategies we have implemented and we have shared with other people have made a massive difference. And in fact, it's reset their lives, and they're actually moving forward to be able to have lives that they never even imagined. And it's all there for you as well. And we look forward to seeing you on the journey ahead and to be able to hold your hand and support you through it too.
You deserve to be happy and to have a beautiful new life. Don't stay stuck, ladies.
We'll see you there. Bye.
So thank you for spending time with us today. I know conversations like this can sometimes stir up emotion. So if something resonated with you, just take a moment to be gentle with yourself. Life after divorce can often feel isolating, but you don't have to do this alone. So if you would like some extra support or connection or guidance, you can learn more about our coaching programs, our 3-day events, and our community at womenontransition.com. And if this episode was helpful, you're more than welcome to subscribe, share it with another woman who might need it, or leave us a positive review. It all helps to make more women be able to find our space. So until next time, remember, you're not broken. This chapter doesn't have to define you. It's simply part of your becoming. See you next time.